We return once again. Oh, there's already someone shooting at us. Commence search. You got it. All right. You know, I would think that you know, I'm probably gonna put my foot in my mouth when I say this. I would think that a like higher difficulty would also mean like having more hits needed in order to kill these enemies. Because so far, I think the only difficulty from the change in difficulty is the amount of enemies on a map, which, you know, don't get me wrong, is still very difficult considering, because, you know, then you have attacks coming from all sorts of which ways. Man, am I ever gonna pick up enough ammo for the heavy bolt? Because it seems like no matter how long I go without using it, I'm still able to pick up heavy bolter ammo. Where is this key? Oh, there we go. Hey, heavy bolter ammo full. Also, speaking of Warhammer, Connor was showing me his most recent figurines that he finished painting. Oh, I think there's a even higher level that I'm not able to get to yet, or I am able to get to, I just haven't gotten to. No, I've been up here. Yeah, I was just up here. And anyway, like see what's up here. These figurines look so good. And for Christmas, I got him a, airbrush. For Christmas, I got him an airbrush, and I'm really glad to see that he's been making use of it. It is a very cool tool to have. All right, where is this key? You know, I bet it smells horrible in these big rooms. Because first you have, I can't get into there. First you have, you know, just the ancientness of this whole place, and then you have the fact that it's got rotting corpses in it before I even got here. So it's not even like solely my own doing. So this semester the classes that I'm taking are an advanced anatomy class, one of them is, and in that class we're dissecting, right? I think I've mentioned this in a previous episode, but we're dissecting cadavers, and it's very, oh hey look, it's very jarring. Well, like parts of it are, because like for some of it I'm actually just fine with. The jarring part is that one of them still has a face on it. Actually, two of them still have a face on it because one of them is only like 2 months old or something like that. 2 months from death, I should say. And yeah. I was thinking I needed a green key, and I was like, oh man. But the worst part, honestly, like, because I'm doing somewhat fine with the dissection, with the dissecting. The worst part, outside of the obvious, is that I come home, or like I'll be driving home, realizing that I smell horribly of. It's not even the bodies that I smell like, because the bodies are very well disguised with the sense of the chemicals that they use. So I don't smell bad. I just smell like the chemicals that they've used. And it's like I'll be just driving on my way home and I'll just get this big whiff of chemicals that I have affiliated with the smell of dead body. And so I'm like smelling like dead body. And I think the worst part, one of the worst parts, you know, I can't keep saying worst part because one thing definitely has to be the worst. And if I keep saying the worst part this, the worst part that, then which part is really the worst part? None of it. One of the parts that I hate is that when I'm cutting into the bodies, I'm noticing like the texture and density of the tissues that I'm cutting into. And was I not supposed to come in here? 'Cause I can't continue forward. Oh wait, there's a door over there. Yeah, especially like the fatty tissue. Even on like, so in order to be a cadaver, you have to be in good health before donating your body. Like you can't be overweight. You can't have like smoked or had alcohol. I think the rule is like you couldn't have had alcohol within the last couple months of your life. Oh. Well, that was a close one. Yeah, so basically, you know, just as anything else, like if you were an organ donor, you can't have taken horrible care of your body, because then you no longer qualify. And that's, you know, a lot of medical requirement involves that you take care of your body before donation. And anyway, despite that, that was not good. There's still so much fat on all these parts of the body, you know. And oh wait, I was already in here. Oh, I just went around in a circle. Yeah, so like I'm cutting into, oh, I did not think I was actually gonna make that. I'm cutting into this body and cutting off the fatty tissue, and okay, so this is where I came in from, but I can't get back. I'm cutting into all this fatty tissue. Gosh, I've started this sentence like 5 different times, and like the grossest thing about it isn't the fact that it's fat and on a dead body. The grossest thing about it, and you know, skip ahead like 30 seconds if you don't want to hear this part, but when I am using my scalpel as sort of like a brushing tool, oh come on, when I'm using my scalpel as like a brushing tool, it liquefies the fat. And I don't mean like, you know, it just melts it away. Like, I mean, it honestly looks like it is melting away, but because I'm like compressing the fat, it turns into like this liquid, and so it looks like runny egg yolk. It's just gross. But you know, somehow it still hasn't spoiled my appetite. I still love eggs, and I was already in here. I'm just going around in circles, man. I should do some. Ouchie. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna die. And I probably will. Ooh. Close one. But it's really funny. I mean, the whole reason I brought this up was because, you know, the smell, and the smell of it, I've never smelled anything else like it, so again, it doesn't ruin my appetite. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Where did all those health packs go? I could have sworn I had mapped out like 5 of them at the least. Now I can't find any of them. Nope, I already took those, I guess. How do I get out of here? I've also been playing the Callisto Protocol, and you know, I only heard bad things about it, like when it came out, because I mean, I was really excited. Oh, there we go. I was really excited to hear about it at its first announcement, because I was like, we got a Dead Space remake and another game. There we go. Am I out of here? I am. We got a Dead Space remake, and this game came out like in the same month or the same week or something like that. And everyone was just like dogging on it and saying like how bad it was because it wasn't anything close to Dead Space. And you know, the thing is like, I don't think it was trying to, I mean, you could definitely see the influences of it in the game. I won't say that, you know, there aren't any references, but like, it doesn't feel like Dead Space to me. You know, just because you have a protagonist that walks around the same and like has a few of the qualities of the Isaac Clarke. Like, it's not necessarily just another Dead Space game. Oh my gosh, where am I? Where is the red door? How did I not see this? Yeah, get wrecked, bud. But yeah, I'm playing it and I'm like, this doesn't feel like Dead Space. It doesn't feel like a clone, or like when Dark Souls first came out and everyone was jumping on our game has to be just like Dark Souls, and so you got all these Souls-like games, but like they just weren't good because they just couldn't figure out the Dark Souls. They couldn't figure out the Dark Souls formula. Like, I don't feel like this is trying to do that with Dead Space, and I'm actually very much enjoying it for that reason, because Dead Space scares the piss out of me. I still, like, I'll never be able to play the game itself, and even still, I'm in the middle of a I'm watching a playthrough, and what is going on here? I'm in the middle of watching a playthrough, and I can barely get through that because like it's just too intense for me. Like, call me coward, I don't care. Like, it's so hard to get through because I just feel so much stress. And it's the like, I've seen a complete playthrough of the original game, but it's the remake that I'm having a hard time getting through, and it's because they successfully made it scarier somehow, and it's when you have to make the decisions of choosing between air, lights, or I think those are the two options. Like, you have to choose between oxygen and having lights on, and that was one of the most genius things they could have done to make the game all the more intense. Because, gosh, this scares the crap out of me whenever they have to make that decision. And they did such an incredible job with the sound design. And so, anyway, the point that I'm getting at is I am able to actually play the Callisto Protocol. And to this day, I still can't play Dead Space. And so I think, personally, just on that basis alone, I don't see how everyone is just like, oh man, it's just a failed clone of Dead Space. Because again, I don't see the connection. I don't see why you can't have influence from another game and you have to be a clone. Like, there's no independence from that. Like, I'm sure they were like, oh man, this is gonna be like unintentionally, right, the next Dead Space. I'm sure they weren't like that. They weren't hoping to create Dead Space 5 or 4. I guess they only made 3, but I'm liking it, and I think it's great. They again killed it with the sound design, and the graphics look amazing. They look so good. There you are. I was like, I hear you. And you know, like, as far as like the storyline goes, like I'm in it, you know. I like many things because I'm on the late train. I've been spoiled a couple of key concepts and story beats of the game, and that's my own fault, you know, because I took so long to play it. But you know, at the same time, the only reason that I am playing it now is because I got it free with my PlayStation Plus subscription. So like it's not even more than that. A lot of the games that I'm playing now, I'm only playing because I got them for free with my PlayStation Plus account. So which I am surprised though that they gave away an A-list game like that, because it still did well. Like the success of the game was rated highly. Like it didn't fail in any means. It still got lots of, oh man, I'm about to die somehow. I think that guy exploded on me. I heard it. As soon as I said it, I heard it. But, yeah, I'm just surprised that they gave that game up. Although I hear that the next list of games will have the Final Fantasy VII Remake on it. And that I'm very surprised by, because Final Fantasy, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised, because on the 29th, oh hey, on the 29th is when Part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, and I am so stoked for that. It's gonna be so good. I've like tried to not watch too many things about it, but at the same time watched just enough about it, you know, enough to make me, oh, this is an arena for sure. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Gosh dang it. I didn't realize that I'd paused this stupid video. So you guys didn't. I'm panicking, sweating. But I was able to do it. I was able to kill that guy. Well, shoot. That's stupid. I'm sorry, guys. That's not good content. Well, bummer. Next one will be better. Anyway, we're just gonna stop it here. I really appreciate you guys watching. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and see you guys next time.